The following is submitted for the approval of Right Brain Society. What up, y'all? It's your player partner Spin Griffey in here. This is the vlog I've been saying that I was going to do for a minute. Sorry about the mic. I'm trying to get better audio, and it's the best place I could fit it right now. Today's vlog is going to be about my last day at Power 1029. If you don't know, I was at Power 1029 from 2014 to 2018. It was a good time, man. A lot of great memories. Made a lot of good relationships there and friendships that I still carry through to this day. So while I was there at Power, I held 4 different positions. Started off as a board op, moved over to the production department, eventually got on air with my own show every Sunday 2 to 6, and I was also a mix show DJ, and I filled in during the week. If somebody was out, I'd cover their shift too. So, I did middays, I did drive home, I did nights, did all of it, man. I told a story one day about the moment I kind of knew things at Power shifted, which was about 2.5 years before I actually got fired, man. So we're going through all this. I'm holding down at Power. Like I said, I'm board hopping. I eventually become production director. We'll hold down the production department on my own for 4 days. So I'll tell like the full story of my time at Power one day, but today is going to be about the last day. So Tallis leaves in September or October. J. Michael comes in, takes over. He's the new PD for the station. As he comes in, he gets everybody together and he's like, yeah, I want to get you guys together and I want to know what ideas you have to make this station #1 and the very best and blah, blah. You know how new managers do. So me at that point, I'm feeling like I kind of hit a ceiling at the station. I was just treading water, running on the treadmill or whatever. So I went all out, man. I made like 3 pages worth of notes, man. I even made like a whole slideshow presentation talking about like what I think the station could do better moving forward and how I felt like I could fit in. So we're going through, all this keeps happening, and we have these conversations and nothing's really moving forward. It's kind of stagnant, and it's just kind of like, all right, bet, it's whatever, it's gonna take some time. So like I said, that was October. Slowly continued to start creeping. We go through all October, we hit up November. Hours are starting to get cut. It was at a point where I was doing somewhere between 60 to 70 hours a week on top of still DJing. They started putting us on a pitch count hours wise at the station, so that number drops dramatically from like 60 to 70 to I think I was hard capped somewhere around 25 or 30, which was wild, and I didn't know how they thought I was going to be able to do all the work that I was doing previously with 4 different positions in damn near half the amount of time. We make it through October, we get through November, nothing really still shaking. Nights were still open. I thought I'd be able to get a chance at nights, but I think Shad wound up doing nights. Like, all right, whatever. Keep moving forward. We go through, November hits. We do our Battle of the Band event with Bayou Classic. That was a good time. And again, things are still moving kind of slow, so I don't know what's going on. Like after you get to like 6 weeks, it's kind of like, all right, I don't really know what's going on, or if anything is going on. I thought at worst it'd probably be some like thing that happened at the top of the year. So it was December. It was either December 5th or December 8th, which is wild because I used to know this date was like buried in the back of my head. But anyway, it was December 5th or December 8th. It was a Wednesday. I board up that morning for Ricky Smiley. About 8:45, 8:50, something like that. J. Michael comes in and he's like, hey, when you get done with your shift, come holler at me. I got something to talk to you about. I'm like, all right. I'm like, all right, we probably about to get the ball rolling around here. Gonna see what these plans are moving forward for the station. We do that, the show ends, I wrap up everything, so I probably walk out the studio at 9:15, 9:20. I think it was meeting with somebody else, so the meeting was a little bit delayed. For those of you who've never been in the station, when you walk in, it was like you walked in the glass doors, the secretary's desk was to the right, the Power studio was immediately to your left. Like as soon as you walk in, glass, bam, Power studio. If you walk in, bust a right, you get into the sales part of the office. So it was like Tiff's office, Pat's office, who was the GM, the sales director or whatever was right there, and then J. Michael's office was right next to that. So I leave the studio, I follow him, I'm thinking we're going to his office in the middle. So we go straight, he doesn't make a left, he goes straight to Pat's office. I'm like, all right, kind of weird. Opens the door. As soon as he opens the door, I see George, who was like the business manager, HR. And as soon as I saw him, I was like, I know what it is here. So we get in the office. I get the whole spiel about how like they're downsizing, and they just can't afford to have that many board ops here. And I think that was at that particular moment, it felt like he didn't either know what was going on in the building or like whatever else I was doing. Cause like to just be like, well, we don't need any more board ops, and you know we can't afford to pay them, was kind of like a slap in the face to me, because I was doing so much other shit in that building than just waking up at 4 to come and work 4 hours a day to board up for the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. So we go in there, they give me the spiel, downsizing, and then I think they were telling us that like they were getting rid of power altogether. And that's when they were bringing the hit station back and moving old school to power signal, blah, blah, blah. So we're sitting in there, I signed the severance package, I give them the 5, I walk out, go down the escalator. I don't know, I'm feeling kind of numb about the whole thing, because it's like, I don't know, what do you? I think that was like the first time ever in like my whole life that I got fired, and I'm like 32 at the time. I walk out, walk to my car, called my mom, told her what happened. I don't know, I was still processing, I think, at the moment. And at that point in life, it was like, hey, you got a problem? Time to drink. So grab a bottle, head home. I think before I cracked the bottle, man, I think everything kind of hit me in that moment, and I broke down and started crying. I was just on the floor, laying down. I might have been drinking by that point too. It was just a bad mix of like a lot of things at that one point. So I pretty much spent 4 or 5 hours like just on the floor crying, trying to figure it out, because I had my dream job. I didn't really have a backup plan at that point. It was just DJing and radio, that was it. I've been applying to like stations all over the country in like Cali, Atlanta, Jacksonville, Tampa, Philly, Cleveland, Carson City, Nevada, like just a bunch of different places, because I was thinking about like leaving New Orleans behind to go pursue this radio dream somewhere else. And like I said, I felt like stagnant at Power, and I felt that was my best option. That happens, man. I wound up calling my friend Tay, and we talked for a good minute, and Tay just kind of like, you know, reassures me on a bunch of things. And you know how people are, is like, you don't see it now, and you know, it's all God's plan, and you know, better things on the horizon. I ain't really as confident as you would think in the moment. Later on, it's like amazing. Like in the exact moment, all this shit is occurring. Not something you really want to hear. But anyway, we get through that. I'm lit. I'm like drunk all day. I link up with Talus and Mikey. We hit a bar, or that dog. I don't know. We went somewhere. We just talked about some shit. Talus, you know, just gave like words of encouragement to me and Mikey, because you know he had been a vet of the radio game, and he still is, man. You know, it eased a little bit, and I think after that, I think I just kind of laid around for a couple of days, and then I kind of decided what I wanted to do. Like, it was at that point, it was like, I don't like corporate America. I don't like 9 to 5s. I like having the freedom of knowing and doing whatever it is that I want with my time. So that's when I was like, all right, we'll pursue this DJ thing full time. And that is where we are today. Somehow, some way, full-time creative 3 years later would have never happened without getting fired at Power, man. And sometimes you don't see, you know, you don't see the mountains for the trees that are like right in front of you, however that quote goes, because you just kind of so focused on the moment. But I mean, without getting fired at Power, I wouldn't be where I am now, which is amazing to say. And I can't believe it's already been, or it's approaching 3 years without that job, man. But it was a great time, man. I made a lot of friendships there, a lot of people, great relationships, man. Shout out Mike Swift for putting me on. Shout out Talus for showing a lot of patience with a kid who thought he knew a lot. Or, you know, he thought he knew better than somebody who had already been doing it. Shout out Tiff Will Shaded, Mikey, Tara, Downtown Leslie Brown, Papa Smurf, JoJo, George, TD, Pat, Kendra, of course. I don't know how I forgot her, man. And everybody just made that experience of Power 102.9 such a great one, and one I look back on with such fond memories, man. So that's it. That's vlog number 3, explaining my last day at Power 102.9. I hope y'all weren't in here thinking I was gonna come in here and shit on a bunch of people, because I'm not. Because it wasn't really nobody shit on, you know. That's the business sometimes. And it is what it is. So that's it. Make sure you guys subscribe. Be on the lookout for more vlogs. If you're seeing this, I'll be at Abstract NOLA tonight. I go on for 9. We end at 11. I'm in Houston tomorrow for Halloween party. Where my girls at Halloween costume party next Friday, October 29th at Axiom. That's DJ Jess, And Legatron Prime holding that down as well. We got Brunch Babes, Nola, ready to feed y'all, man. So come out, holler at your boy. Like I said, subscribe, follow your boy. It's Spin Griffy on everything, everywhere. And probably a little bit after this, you'll be seeing the fall merch design. So be on the lookout for that. Until next time, enjoy your day, man, and knock it out the park. We'll talk later. Peace.